From sports stars to actors to giant boxes, this one will have the internet buzzing.
What do you think about the Twitter?
When I was a kid, we didn't even have a Twipper.
Hollywood Game Night, all new next Tuesday at 10, 9 Central on NBC.
We gamble on crime. One man set against the worst humanity has to offer.
So they bet on me?
Some bet against you.
The Player, Thursday, September 24th on NBC.
On an all-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Taraji P. Henson drops by. NBC Tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. The Lead Police Department and Lawrence County Sheriff's Office are investigating a possible homicide in that small community. Yesterday evening, police responded to a home on North Galena Street in Lead and making contact with the resident, 44-year-old James Rogers Jr. Police felt they had enough information to place Rogers Jr. under arrest for first-degree murder. A judge has decided that Rogers will be held without bond. The identity of the victim is being withheld pending identification. Authorities will release more details as that investigation unfolds. A creek rescue turns into a case of child abuse for the Rapid City Police. Last night, police responding to East St. James Street and Campbell Street for a 1-year-old child who'd fallen into the creek. The individual who called police was able to safely remove the child from the chilly water. When authorities arrived, they found 34-year-old Giovanna Patton lying on the sidewalk near an empty stroller. Police say they noticed a strong smell of alcohol as they tried to wake the woman. Officers felt the situation met the requirements of felony child abuse, and Patton was subsequently placed under arrest. Tragedy on the water as rescue crews find the body of a Rapid City woman who went missing after a boat crash on Pactola Reservoir Friday night. The body of 33-year-old Gabrielle Fisher was found last night. Jody Krajcek, the driver of the personal watercraft, made his initial court appearance yesterday, but did not enter a plea. Krajcek is facing charges of boating under the influence and manslaughter and could face up to 11 years in prison if convicted. The Burleigh County Sheriff's Department and the Bismarck Rural Fire Department of North Dakota sending personnel and equipment to the scene to help in the search of that mountain lake. Overseas to a growing mystery as another bomb explodes in Bangkok, ratcheting up anxiety even further in that city after yesterday's deadly blast in an area popular with Western tourists. Leaders there say that the bomber was caught on camera. Now they're trying to figure out who he is and why he attacked. NBC's Ian Williams reports.
The mystery centers on the man in the yellow T-shirt. Police say he's not just a suspect, he's the bomber. But who is he? Chilling security camera video shows him entering the shrine unnoticed, sitting next to a young woman and casually slipping off his backpack. He then stands amid his victims, takes a picture and walks away, leaving the backpack behind.
And leave it out, and after that 3 minutes. 3 minutes is bomb.
The explosion, captured in new cell phone video, killed at least 22 people. Today, Bangkok escaped further bloodshed, a device exploding in the water near a river pier, similar to, but smaller than yesterday's bomb. Police say it was thrown from a bridge targeting commuters. It sounded like a car starting, then I saw smoke and an explosion, this man said. Bangkok is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world. But the city is on edge, security tight, police warning visitors to remain vigilant.
I'm okay, but it's very scary.
Thailand has seen political violence in recent years, but not like this, not in the capital.
Still, with no claim of responsibility and no apparent motive, the police are tonight building their hopes around that grainy surveillance video of the suspect in yellow.
Near the blast site today, blood donors lined up. Investigators searched for clues, while mourners tonight lit candles and wondered if the mystery bomber would strike again. Ian Williams, NBC News, Bangkok.
Meanwhile, in China, after last week's massive explosions at that chemical warehouse, authorities are now testing air, soil, and water pollution around the blast area. At least 114 people died in the ensuing inferno. Hundreds were injured, and 57 are still unaccounted for. Most of those are firefighters. Chemicals spread by the explosions could be hazardous, and experts are worried that the chemical residue could ignite on contact with water. Officials saying more than 40 different types of hazardous chemicals were being stored at that site with a total volume of 3,000 tons, including a large amount of pure sodium. That included 800 tons of ammonium nitrate as well, sometimes used in explosives, and about 500 tons of potassium nitrate, often used in rocket fuel and in fireworks as well. Back in the United States, police use of force is once again on trial. After 2 weeks of testimony, the fate of a police officer charged in the shooting death of an unarmed man in Charlotte, North Carolina, now in the hands of the jury. As NBC's Dave Wagner reports, the city is preparing for reaction to that volatile verdict.
Does he go home tonight?
Charlotte police officer Randall Carrick showed little emotion as he listened to closing arguments in a case that could send him to prison.
This case is about split-second decisions, ladies and gentlemen.
Nearly 2 years ago, Jonathan Farrell wrecked his car in the early morning hours. Prosecutors say he walked to a nearby home and pounded on the front door looking for help.
Hello? I need help.
The single mother inside thought he was a burglar and called police. When officers arrived, dashcam video shows Jonathan Farrell walking toward them. After orders to stop and police pointing their tasers at him, Farrell began moving more quickly.
The suspect began aggressively coming towards me.
Officer Carrick fired 12 shots, hitting Farrell 10 times. Carrick testified that he believed Farrell was trying to grab his gun.
I thought I was going to die.
Why?
Because nothing I would do would stop him.
Farrell was not armed, and jurors heard conflicting testimony about whether Officer Carrick followed police procedure.
The defendant shot Jonathan 10 times, and that was excessive, and that's voluntary manslaughter.
In the presence of a cop, you don't run.
The medical examiner found marijuana and alcohol in Farrell's system. Prosecuting attorneys say that's no excuse for gunning down an unarmed man. With the sensitivity of this case, uptown Charlotte business owners have been told to prepare for the verdict and the possibility of violent demonstrations and vandalism. If convicted, Officer Randall Carrick faces up to 11 years in prison. In Charlotte, North Carolina, Dave Wagner, NBC News.
In other news tonight, Hillary Clinton offering a detailed defense of her use of a private email server today, but says she regrets having used it in the first place. The Democratic presidential candidate and presumptive nominee for the Democratic nomination, commenting during a news conference after a town hall near Las Vegas, Clinton was asked repeatedly about the investigation into her use of the server, while Secretary of State, with the State Department now reviewing over 300 emails for possibly containing classified information. Clinton said what was done for convenience has turned very inconvenient, but was legally permitted, she believes. Clinton claims none of the emails on her server contained material marked classified at the time it was sent or received. She portrayed the situation largely as a dispute between governmental agencies over what is and is not classified in retrospect. And even U.S. Senator John Thune is stressing the importance of cybersecurity. Thune in Sioux Falls today attending the National Cybersecurity Alliance Stop, Think, Connect event. The senator says its cyber attacks are the next frontier in terror attacks on the United States. He says the time to prepare for the possibility of crippling hacking incidents is right now.
Because if you look at and you talk to our military leadership today, they'll tell you that this really is kind of the new area in which these groups that are trying to inflict harm on the United States are attempting to do it, and that's through cyber attacks and cyber hacks, and we just flat have to be prepared for that.
The Stop, Think, Connect event is meant to educate consumers and businesses about adding layers of cybersecurity to their everyday business activities. After a massive data breach in 2013, Target is now agreeing to pay Visa millions of dollars. Sources are reporting it could be as much as $67 million. Target's computer system was compromised during the holiday shopping season of 2013. That allowed hackers, as you'll remember, to steal 40 million credit and debit card numbers, as well as personal information for up to 70 million more customers. Both companies stressing this deal has the backing of financial issuers of Visa cards as part of the agreement. A deal between Target and MasterCard fell apart last May, largely because financial issuers were not behind that agreement. As Congress remains stalled on a long-term plan for funding America's highways and fixes to that infrastructure, states are beginning to take measures into their own hands. Nearly one-third of the states, including South Dakota, approving measures this year that could collectively raise billions of dollars for transportation through taxes, vehicle fees, and bonds. Instead of passing a long-term solution before heading out on August break, Congress passing its 34th short-term extension of the nation's transportation program since 2009. This year's local action means that more than half of the states have now passed transportation stopgap measures since 2013. The movement including states from coast to coast in both Republican and Democratically controlled areas. In many states, the money is going primarily to rebuilding old infrastructure, but some states are also funding projects designed to relieve traffic congestion. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And on this Tuesday, the major indexes giving up ground that was gained to start the week yesterday. The Dow retreating 34 points, 17,511. NASDAQ Composite down 32, 5,059. The S&P down 6 to 2,097 on the close. And gold dropping $2 and a dime to $1,116 even on this day of trade. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio joining us on what was a decidedly cooler day today.
Yeah, much cooler, well below normal. Normal is in the upper 80s.
I saw jackets. I saw jackets out on the street today.
And they needed jackets because temperatures never made it out of the 50s today, but we're going to warm things up. First thing we got to do is get the rain out of the area, get the rain and the clouds out of the area. Let's take a look at the radar, and you can see the heavier rains now over East River. We have a few little sprinkles still coming out of the north, a little wraparound shower activity. I wouldn't even call it shower, I just call it little sprinkles. And that'll be drying up, and the clouds are now beginning to break up. So tomorrow, a little bit of sunshine, Chad. We're going to see some warmer temperatures tomorrow and for pretty much for the rest of the week. Temperatures will continue to warm up.
Isn't it interesting how after 100 degrees, 70 feels downright chilly?
Yes,
but
it does.
in the month of April, 70 feels just balmy and absolutely warm.
That's right.
Everything is relative. We'll get more details coming up in Bob's forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break, right here on News Center 1 at 10.
This is News Center 1 with Chad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
It started with the whisper. People just can't stop talking about Ford. Announcing the Ford Summer Sales Event. Now get our best offers of the year on Focus, Fusion, and Escape. 0% financing for 72 months, plus $750 cash back and no payments until fall. Or choose up to $3,500 in total cash back and still relax this summer with no payments until fall on Fusion, Escape, and Focus during the Ford Summer Sales Event.
Prevent water damage with Spectra aluminum gutters from Menards. These maintenance-free gutters won't rust or crack. Available in 3 colors, a 10-foot piece is 98 cents each after rebate. Enhance your home's curb appeal with Mastermark Lawn Edging. This poundable edging works great for both straight and curved designs. Plus, it adds the perfect finishing touch to any landscaping. Right now, pick up a 4-foot section for just $1.99.
Save big money at Menards. Camping World would like to introduce you to a whole new world. Say hello to a fresh day. Step out to adventure. Explore and discover an amazing world. Be in arm's reach of wonderful. Camping World, the #1 RV and camping expert, wants you to say hello to a whole new world.
Say hello to up to 40% off RVs during the RV sales event, only at Camping World.
If your child ever asks you, where do sandwiches come from? Tell them the truth. Look them straight in the eyes and tell them, sandwiches come from Arby's. And if they ask where the loaded Italian and its many meats come from, kindly respond, what part of Arby's didn't you understand, Giuseppe? The new loaded Italian sandwich. Arby's, we have the meats.
Look for the 10 and get big savings under the big top at Rushmore Honda. Shop over 110 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports, and domestics, including 35 Honda certified pre-owned. All 10 sale price, like an 11 Chevy Camaro SS, $3,000 below book, now $25,300. Or an 08 Chevy Silverado LTZ extended cab 4x4, $5,000 below book, now $13,500. Plus, get an additional $200 off your best deal with your Central States Fair button. Expect more, get more at Rushmore Honda. Online at rushmorehonda.com.
Well, children, hold your ears. Class is almost back in session for another year. Monday, August 24th, kicking off the first week of back to school for so many students out there. As we prepare for the first day of school, News Center 1's Caroline Patrikas telling us tonight that we could be forgetting about something even more important on the checklist than those school supplies.
When it comes to shopping for those back-to-school items, everyone's hitting the grocery stores, getting those school supplies, but there's something more important on the checklist that comes with an expensive price tag: your child's health. And inching closer to a new school year, parents are cramming in those last-minute items on the to-do list.
It definitely is, and we do get calls close to the school starting that's saying, oh, I need to get my kids updated.
As thousands of students are preparing to return to the classroom,
we're definitely getting more calls, getting more calls to get the updates done. And so we do have immunization clinics that we schedule throughout the week, and I know the doctor's offices, they do gear up for doing school physicals and the immunizations too.
Health officials say now is the perfect time to get up to date on their vaccines, especially those required by the state of South Dakota to enroll in public schools.
We have state law that the vaccines for children are required for diphtheria, tetanus, and pertussis, the DTaP, the polio, the inactivated polio virus, and then we also have the MMR, measles, mumps, rubella, and the varicella for the kindergartners.
And with all of the worries of starting school again, health shouldn't be one of them.
Well, by vaccinating the children, you actually protect them from a myriad of different diseases. And so there's a whole myriad of these vaccines that help protect our kids, and they're a very cost-effective way of protecting our kids because these diseases, with their history, have been known to cause even not only illnesses and debilitations, keeping kids from being able to walk appropriately, even up until death.
The South Dakota Department of Health says adolescent vaccines protect against serious and potentially life-threatening diseases. Caroline Patricus, NewsCenter1.
The South Dakota Department of Health is joining with partners nationwide in recognizing the month of August as National Immunization Awareness Month. You can find a vaccine provider or learn more about meningitis or whooping cough on the South Dakota Department of Health website as well. Speaking of getting your children up to date on their vaccines, they're not the only ones. The Department of Health reminding the public that adults need to stay up to date on their vaccines as well. Thousands of adults in the United States suffer serious health problems, are hospitalized, or even die from diseases that could have been prevented by vaccination. The specific vaccines adults need are determined by factors such as age, lifestyle, risk conditions, locations of travel, and previous vaccinations. One vaccine recommended for everyone over the age of 6 months is the seasonal flu vaccine. The Department of Health saying, quote, South Dakota has one of the highest overall flu vaccination rates in the country, with well over 50% of adults getting vaccinated in the 2014 season, end quote. Rapid City Regional Hospital is raising standards for health care. The hospital has been working for 3 years to achieve magnet recognition as part of the American Nurses Credentialing Centers. That's their magnet recognition program. The credential is awarded to exceptional healthcare organizations that meet standards for quality patient care, nursing excellence, and innovations in professional nursing practice.
Today we found out we were more than worthy. We had a unanimous vote by the ANCC in support of our magnet designation.
Attaining this credential helps the hospital attract and retain top talent, improve patient care, and advance nursing standards and practice.
This is very important, very significant for this organization to achieve this recognition. And Rapid City Regional Hospital is a part of who I am, and I'm a part of who Rapid City Regional Hospital is, as is every caregiver that works here. And this is recognizing every individual that's employed at Rapid City Regional Hospital and the excellent care and the compassion that they give to their patients.
Rapid Regional Hospital is proud of the hard work and the dedication they say is exemplified in achieving this honor. The Black Hills seeing some clouds and significantly cooler weather today, as we've already noted. How long can we expect these cooler temperatures to stick around? Bob Riggio has all the answers in his most accurate full forecast coming up after the break right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
Papa Murphy's pizzas are hot because you bake them in your own oven, and you can taste the difference. When they cool a little, of course. Home bake a large Papa's Perfect with half pepperoni, half Hawaiian. Just $9. Fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
Now, what could be better than the simple, worry-free car buying of one Liberty dealership? How about the simple, worry-free car buying of 2 Liberty dealerships? With 5 different manufacturers at 2 convenient locations in Rapid City, you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for at Liberty Superstore. That's 2 Liberty locations, just a stone's throw away. But don't throw any stones at us.
Liberty Superstores. Simple, worry-free car buying.
Each day is a race against time. The winners are the ones who find time to laugh and play. and dream. They celebrate adventure, friendships, and new opportunities. Scheels can help you with fashion that's timely, whether you're far away or close to home. This is your time. This is your year. Scheels.
They come from different worlds, each with a particular set of skills. Midco Extreme Internet, Midco Preferred Cable. Agents on a not-so-secret mission to save the world from slow internet and bad cable. But at only $89 a month for 12 months, there's a price on their heads. Don't miss this blockbuster event. Click happiestdevices.com.
We got the new TemperFlex, and it's got the spring and bounce of a traditional mattress.
You sink into it, but you can still move around.
And now that I have a TemperFlex, I can finally get a good night's sleep.
I flop down on the bed and it's just like, oh, this is perfect.
I can sleep now through the night.
Change your sleep. Change your life. Change to Tempur-Pedic.
Better tomorrows start tonight at Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer. Come in and get fitted for your new Tempur-Pedic today.
Next August, the 2016 Olympic Games, live from Rio.
Watch the 2016 Olympics right here on NewsCenter1.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Well, let's start off with the storm report. These are the totals from the storm over the last 48 hours. About 2¼ inches in lead, so quite a bit of rain, a very soaking rain for the last couple of days. Over 2½ inches just east of Sturgis, south of Rapid City, 1.5 inches, 2 4/10 to northwest of St. Ange, and just about 1.5 inches out at the airport. So again, a much needed rain. I'm going to say that, a much needed rain, even though we're well above normal. It was dry and hot for a number of days, and the grass started turning brown, and a few trees started wilting. So, I mean, it was good timing on that. Rainfall since midnight now, 1600s at the National Weather Service, 1900s out at the airport. And 61, the high temperature officially now. 87 is normal, folks, so well below normal. We'll work on that over the next couple of days, and we'll eventually get above normal again. 52 our low. 5:59 sun up, 7:52 sun will be going down. Let's see if we got the numbers here. Oh my goodness, we don't. We got some clouds overhead, relative humidity, and the maximum wind gusts, but we don't have that the current temperature. 61 that high, as I said, 66 in Fargo. As I step out, you will notice the coolest temperature in this weather graphic of all the cities that I have in this weather graphic. Which city had the coolest temperatures? Well, we did right there, 61 out at the airport. 63 though in Billings. Fargo 66, 67 Minneapolis, and temperatures awfully close to 100 degrees again down in the Lone Star State. They've been dealing with some excessive heat down there. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock, high pressure now building in. We're expecting that storm system will be well to our east. It'll be taking the clouds with it. It'll be taking the rain with it. High pressure building in. That's going to dry us out. So we are expecting to see some sunny skies tomorrow. We'll have some clouds, but we'll definitely have some sunshine tomorrow, some sunshine again on Thursday. And with all of that sun, temperatures are expected to warm up. They'll be warming up tomorrow and Thursday and even into Friday. Here we go, a little closer look. Maybe a sprinkle or two up in the Black Hills, but we're going to go with partly cloudy skies generally tomorrow, then Thursday, mostly sunny skies. Not only for that, for us, but for the entire state. So it's going to be very nice over the next few days. Windy day today with those strong winds out of the north. That kept our temperatures definitely on the cool side today. But here's some of the wind gusts we had. Winter, 44 mile per hour. Watertown, 45, 46 in Sioux Falls, 49 in Yankton. It looked like the winds are a little bit stronger out east than the wind gusts that we reported around the Black Hills. High temperatures today, 62 in Mobridge. Let me get on this side of the map. 59 Chamberlain, 57 Madison, 68 over in the Sioux Falls. And tomorrow we'll begin to warm things up a little bit. Not so much over East River. They'll still see temperatures in the 60s because they're still under the influence of those northerly winds. But now we'll begin to see temperatures in the lower 70s around the Black Hills tomorrow. And then on Thursday, let's warm it up even more. Our high temperatures in the 80s. So there'll be a warming trend at least through Friday. Here's the forecast for the Black Hills. 67 Spearfish, Custer 63, Newcastle 69. Elsewhere, Deadwood 66, Hill City 64, 72 in Interior. The forecast for this evening, 48 for the expected low. It's going to be chilly tonight, folks, so open up the windows, cover up a little bit, and we'll have not mostly cloudy skies, partly cloudy skies. And we already seen a few little sprinkles on the radar. Well, they will be going away over the next couple of hours. 71 tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. Should be a beautiful day with those winds out of the north. Maybe an occasional gust to 20 to 25 miles an hour. And then tomorrow evening, 50, mostly clear. Should be a quiet evening. Winds out of the east, 5 to 10. 7-day forecast will reflect a warming trend into Friday, 82 on Thursday, 92 on Friday. So above normal temperatures. Then we'll cool it off a little bit. Another cool front Saturday. Then we warm it right back up Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. ClickBigDeals.com. Get a 20-minute whitening session at Whiter Brighter Smiles for just $29. That's typically a $75 deal. You get it for $29, 61% savings. So warmer temperatures are on the way. Little taste of fall, don't you think today?
I was going to say, Bob, as long as it took summer to actually arrive this year, to have it make an early exit, I think it would kind of be adding injury to insult at this point. So I'm hoping that summer hangs on just a little bit longer.
Oh, it definitely will. It definitely will.
We'll hope that that's the case. Thank you, Bob. We'll be back with more news coming up after the break right here.
In 10 minutes, you could walk the dog, make yourself a sandwich, get a cappuccino at Common Sense, change your clothes twice, listen to your favorite song 3 times. Or you can have your oil changed at Quick Lube in about 10 minutes, now offering tire rotations during your oil change. Receive a full 16-point lube and service check, plus a free Super Tunnel car wash that will take, you guessed it, a little less than 10 minutes. Quick Lube is your no-appointment, one-stop oil change and tire rotation shop.
Why Mid-Continent Business Solutions? Well, let's start with what I don't need. People selling me crazy new phone equipment or web gizmos. What I need are phones that work, fast internet connection, and a way to save a nickel on every unit we make. My consultant at Mid-Continent worked with me, figured out just what technology I needed. It was totally custom. Now I can figure out how to save that nickel. Speaking of which, I got to get back to the shop.
Mid-Continent Business Solutions. Internet, phone, cable TV, and more.
Carly posts,
breaking up with the longest relationship I've ever had. Hashtag sad but true.
Good riddance, Carly.
Hashtag 96 months too long.
Oh, the car. Right. Well, now's the perfect time to head over to the Honda Summer Clearance event. We've got great deals on the Honda Civic, the best-selling car in its class. So ditch that loser. Hey. Still talking about the car.
Hurry in to the Honda Summer Clearance event for a great deal on your new Honda.
Your everyday banking should never interfere with your everyday life. Bank West puts you in control of your money, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed.
The past few days, Rapid City has seen more than its fair share of rain and cooler temperatures. And here at NewsCenter1, that had us wondering how that's been affecting the Central States Fair. General Manager of the fair, Ron Jeffries, saying that the wet weather has taken its toll, but he's not too worried, especially since the weather cleared up tonight. And wet or dry, there's only one chance to see the Eli Young Band at the fair. The threat of rain did not stop die-hard music fans for turning out to that show. Some of those fans seeing the show for free tonight. We want to give a quick congratulations to everyone who took part in NewsCenter1's Eli Young Band concert ticket giveaway. 20 lucky winners in total seeing the band perform tonight at the Central States Fair, thanks to NewsCenter1. And we thank the participants, and we remind you to keep tuned to NewsCenter1 for other exciting future giveaways and special events right here. And we'll be back with one last look at your weather after the break.
Your community matters. So does making sure it's well protected.
Because Sally's isn't just a cafe, and Smith's isn't just a flower shop. It's years of hard work and investment.
Hey, new equipment looks great.
And in this moment, you realize your independent auto owner's insurance agent is the right person to protect it. Auto Owners Insurance.
Black Hills Insurance Agency is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
The Ford Free Ride is on. Get 0% financing for 72 months for qualified buyers, so you're free from interest for 6 years. That's on every 2015 car, SUV, and truck, so you're free to choose. Plus $1,000 bonus cash direct from Ford on cars and SUVs, so you're free to save. Interest-free financing on every 2015 Ford, plus $1,000 bonus cash on cars and SUVs. Hurry, the Ford Free Ride ends soon at your local Ford dealer.
Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Sarah, Sarah.
What will be doesn't have to be.
Shining, wheels rolling, rivers flowing, it's mind blowing. We're roaming, Wyoming.
Visit WyomingTourism.org for a whole calendar of fun summer events.
Jewel Cave National Monument in western South Dakota is hosting a Junior Ranger Day this weekend as part of a series of events in celebration of the 99th anniversary of the National Park Service. Saturday's Junior Ranger Day will focus on bats and some of their unique characteristics. The flying variety. Youth participants will receive a 2015 Junior Ranger badge and certificate. The Park Service turning 99 years old August 25th. That's next Tuesday, and Jewel Cave will offer guided tours for free. And to celebrate bats, they'll blindfold you and you'll have to echolocate your way through the cave, right Bob?
I remember...
Use a little bat sonar to find your way through.
You know, you can see bats on the radar, on Doppler radar. Oh my God, yes you can. Right? Yeah, when I was down in Texas, and you know, we had our own radar, and every night you can see what looked like this echo return, like a thunderstorm or something, and it turned out to be bats. And
because they're coming out of the caves, right?
Yeah,
at darkness, they go out. They're nocturnal animals, and so they come out to feed at night.
Yeah, and you can see them. And the Parks Department down there didn't want you to know where the bat cave was because they didn't want people, you know, surrounding the cave. You know, every time the bats come out. But we were able to pinpoint them on the radar. And we would.
Did you share?
No, we didn't share.
You didn't share the information?
We didn't share. We didn't share.
And there are lots of little ears out there tonight saying, wow, the weatherman knows the location of the bat cave. That's how cool Bob Riggio is. He knows the location of the bat cave. So.
Yeah. Well, down in the hill country of Texas, you got to go way down there.
Beautiful country down there, too.
Oh, my goodness, you bet it is. All right, let's look at the 7-day. 71 tomorrow, 82 Thursday, 92 on Friday. Definitely warmer temperatures. We'll cool it off a little bit this weekend, but next week we'll warm it right back out.
And that'll do it for us right here at 10 o'clock on News Center 1. For everybody here, have a great night.
We were rear-ended and felt a jar go through the back of my back. Called Bob Moore and Dean Fost. They were very patient with me. I would definitely recommend them in a heartbeat.
Call us at Moore Faust Injury Law Group. Get more.
I hope that when my patients come away from visiting with us here, they know that we really listen and that we really care.
My caregivers perceive me as energetic, and I give 110% of my heart to my job.
People really are partners here, from the nursing staff to the administrative team to all the caregivers in between.
I am Regional Health.
I am Regional Health.
I am Regional Health.
From picking the perfect color to our outstanding no prep, no prime formula, Menards and Dutch Boy make transforming your world easy. Go Dutch. Dutch Boy Platinum Paint. Available at Menards.
Spearfish is a focal point for tourism, is rich in history, arts, and entertainment, and is a retail trade center. Visit these great downtown shops in Spearfish, South Dakota.
Black Hills Christian Academy's mission statement is instilling Christian principles and academic excellence with care. Since 1992, now enrolling, classroom sizes are limited.
With Spearfish's resort-like natural setting, enjoy exploring downtown Spearfish and discover everything it has to offer for the whole family.
At More Faust Injury Law Group, we know money's tight after an accident. That's why your first call to us is free. Your first consultation, free. Stuck at home or in the hospital, we'll come to you for free. What do you have to lose? Call More Faust Injury Law Group.